I did,
I'm the emotional Iron Fist.
yeah.
Okay.
I did, though, the one thing about Colleen that I liked was her relationship with Claire, of course. Because
Of
Claire,
course.
she's everything, pretty much. But, yeah, that was, like, my one thing that I actually liked about Colleen, besides the fact that she was, like, fighting, and all that, but I liked her relationship with, like, all the lady characters. It was actually pretty good.
I think any scene with Claire
It's true.
is awesome.
Seconded. Yes.
Oh,
She just made it, anytime she showed up, it was just ray of sunshine.
yes.
Like, yeah, I love you.
And they underused her, much to my great annoyance. Because, like, I
Yeah.
feel like they should have used her more. I mean, I see that there wasn't a lot of opportunity to use her with the way they wrote it, but they know that most people have really been going in for Claire anyway in all these different series, so it's just like they needed more of her.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, and I think, like, also, it started out good. Like, I had high hopes for it. I think maybe just my expectations were too high for the show itself. I guess we're trying to kind of compare it to Avengers almost in terms, because it's, all these different
Yes,
characters and
it's
they coming
similar.
together in one. But unlike Avengers, where we totally loved it, this is like, oh, this was really disappointing. And I don't know if that's just us getting our hopes up or something, our expectations are just too high, or was it just really that bad of a show? A little bit of both, maybe.
What's your perspective on that, Audrey?
I don't know. It could be. Everybody had high expectations for this one.
Yeah, because they hyped it. They hyped it real
They
hard.
hyped it so much.
I mean,
I was wanting more. I mean, the one fight scene where they're fighting together, I mean, I loved, but we needed more of that, I guess. But
then definitely don't watch the rest of Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, please don't.
It's so disappointing.
I
in that
just
sense.
want you to
love
know.
action movies, and it's no.
like nothing.
There's a lot of, like, the scene with Luke, like, basically telling him why Danny isn't, like, the greatest person. That scene is, like, basically what you get in Iron Fist, is Danny doing that
God.
pretty much the whole time. So
Yeah, it turns out practice the fight scenes until like 15 minutes before they started filming, and it shows.
yeah,
Okay.
I was talking to someone at work, like, right after Iron Fist had finished, and he was super into it, and unfortunately he's a white boy, so he was just like,
Oh yeah, he probably really loved it.
he loved it. I was like, no, dude, you can tell how choreography that was.
Yeah.
So,
Like, we should have had more of the Drunken Master, really.
yes. Also, another thing they kind of messed up on Iron Fist was the thing that they tried to fix in the Defenders, was they actually kind of showed more of Kunlun when they should have probably focused on that in Iron Fist itself. Not a lot. They didn't show it a lot, but they did more than they actually did on his actual show. So it's weird. Oh my god. I don't know.
I don't know if it's just the actor or if
I'm starting to wonder too if it's Finn Jones
It's probably
or
both.
just bad writing.
It's probably both. Like,
yeah.
he
I'm not the biggest fan of him either, but
yeah.
if you have, you could be an excellent actor and have really bad writing and directing and
True.
It's probably a combination of everything, really. Because I didn't know much about him when he was cast, and then it didn't even hit me until I was watching the first episode of Iron Fist that I actually knew who he was, because he's on Game of Thrones, and I was like,
that's
oh,
where I knew him
okay.
from.
Like, he doesn't look like the same person to me, so that's why I was like, wait, what? And then I went and, like, looked for photographs, like, oh, that's him? Because I don't, it's the connect.
The shorter hair. Yeah.
That too, probably. I don't know.
Well, plus he's super dirty and, Iron Fist. At least the first few episodes I saw.
Yeah. He gets somewhat clean, but, yeah.
It's not helping him. I mean,
I guess we can not focus on him.
Yeah.
To like.
Yeah, you seem to keep falling back into it.
Because it's like one of the biggest, stupidest things that they did. I mean, I get that we needed him because he's a part of the Defenders.
It was kind of funny that he turned into damsel in distress.
I know. I mean, I had a feeling that like before it happened, I was like, watch, he's gonna get captured and they're gonna have to rescue him, and they did.
Like right before the first, I just remember him walking into the building and just going up to the top floor and like confronting them. I was like, Danny, what?
Yeah.
What are you
expecting? I don't know. It's all it's bizarre, but
And see, I had this. I don't know if you guys, kind of shifting gears here to a different character.
No, it's cool.
To Elektra. I didn't like what they did with her either because we all know the I guess spoiler.
We already know. So just spoilers everywhere at this point.
Yeah, she kills, Alexandra.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wait a minute, the character seemed to totally change because at first, I guess maybe that was them trying to be mysterious. He didn't think that she remembered or, was super vengeful, and then all of a sudden after she killed her she was super vengeful and wanted to take over, and I thought that was like,
it was weird.
So abrupt.
It was such a 180. I don't even. Yeah, I would just, that was the scene. I think that was the end of episode 6. Was that scene of her killing her, and I was like, yeah, that still does not work.
It still doesn't make any sense. And I was like, okay, why did we? I think we were trying to be. Yeah, it was like a. I guess, anticlimactic. It was surprising, but I was like,
very rare. It was like, I actually almost saw it coming, almost.
I want to know how she got behind her without the other people going.
Oh, I know, because she was like, to the left of her, like maybe like a couple seconds before she got behind her.
Imagine the other people like watching, and then like Elektra's like sneaking, and they're like, "What is Elektra doing?"
But the thing is, we can't even see, like, we don't even know their reactions because it's so focused on, Alexandra and Elektra. So we had no idea, like, if they were even reacting to her or if they were just letting it happen.
And see, what's sad is I think Alexandra had some potential to be a pretty cool baddie.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sigourney Weaver, I'm such a big fan of hers.
Same.
But they didn't give her anything to work with, really. And her scenes were great, but her character was just not big enough baddie, I guess, compared to, I just always think of Kilgrave. But he seems to be,
I know.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And even Fisk, it was...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess he is still very intimidating and but I think Kilgrave was just, I'm sad that he's gone.
We'll still see him.
That's what I heard.
In flashbacks probably, but we'll see him.
Flashbacks? Okay. Oh, gosh.
I think so. Like there was a set photo of him with Kristen, so we know that it's a scene with them together at some point. It's probably going to be flashback, but we don't know.
They just finished wrapping Jessica Jones, right? Like they just finished.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Okay. So I think they're going on next to Daredevil.
I hope so. It's so interesting the way they shoot those shows now. Like, they go from this one to this one, or they go back to another one before you get to the one that people are actually really looking forward to. Now that Defenders is over, like, because of the way it ended, I'm like, but Daredevil.
I think everything about the Defenders is just Yeah, disappointing.
I know.
Sad, but
Yeah.
I'll say I was kind of okay with the ending because we got Punisher coming up next. So they don't want to on Daredevil, so at least you got that low until Daredevil season 3 comes out.
That's true.
So
still waiting on that date. I need that Punisher date like so bad. I'm still kind of.
I find it a little strange though when they faked out Matt's death. I was like, we all know.
I know. That's why I was like, y'all didn't even have to do that because we all knew he was coming back.
Yeah, like I don't know why they tried to do that.
Because there's a slight Easter egg in that scene with the nuns.
Oh, I know.
Oh, was there? What is it?
It's
Maggie is his mother's name.
Yeah, it's his mother's name. I found that out. Yeah.
That.
When the comic didn't know was still alive, she had really bad postpartum and joined a convent.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So who knows if they're gonna, go further with that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll see what they do.
We'll see.
But I don't know. I was like, oh, he's back where we first saw him, was in like a nunnery or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool. But at the same time, that scene, it's like we get why you did it, but at the same time, it's like it was kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Though I'm not gonna lie, I did cry a little bit when I first saw the scene with Elektra and Matt and the building falling.
Well, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cried just a little bit. Don't know about this. I haven't got to it again yet, so I don't know. But I don't know. I had a feeling it was coming because I accidentally went on Tumblr, which I shouldn't do when I'm not through watching something. And someone had reblogged something about that, and I was like, what's happening? What did I not get to yet? And so, I don't know. Oh, man. I think we're going to talk about another character from Daredevil that they brought in that I'm not sure what really... Well, okay, Karen Page. I don't know what they were doing with her character. Because, I was actually right. Because I was talking to Adri before Defenders came out. And I was like, I'm worried. Because it feels like they're trying to bring back the Karen Matt thing that was in season 2. And I was kind of right. Because they kind of did do it. Or they tried. They tried.
I'm not a fan of that.
We're neither of us are.
No.
We hate it with the passion. So it's like...
Okay, I'm not the only one.
Makes no sense. Well,
I was like, they have no chemistry.
It was awkward.
Then they tried. Yeah, they tried. I was like, oh, watch. Because it was like I think it was the last trailer. It was like the day before it was coming out, they sent out another trailer. And it was like of all like the women in the guys' lives, basically. Because they were in danger. And so, and there was a scene with, I'm assuming it's the courthouse scene when Matt and Karen are reunited again or whatever. And she's like, I need to get a statement from you. But like, that was the shot. And it was making it, I was like, oh, that feels like they're trying to continue that Matt Karen line that some people really like. I don't like it. But, I don't know, we barely saw her, really, in Defenders, which was surprising, because I was kind of hoping they would do more with her, especially since now she's, like, a big shot reporter. So, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Or...
Well, I had a question, with it being, this kind of shifting gears again.
No, it's cool.
What do you think about eight episodes versus the more what we're
I was kind of really... They should have given 13 for Defenders.
Do you think it would have...
It might have helped, but I don't know. It would have been a stretch, but, because it felt like they crammed a lot in those 8 episodes, so I don't know. But at the same time, I would have liked more. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but then I was worried that I was like, well, maybe they ended it good. It's good they ended it so fast, because I don't know how well it would have turned out.
Yeah.
Any better with it being even more stretched out. It's hard to
tell, really, because I don't know I don't know if they, like, when they did the writing, was it, like, from each show, or did they just have, like, a set couple people who were over the whole Defenders plotline? I would assume they would need someone from each show to, like, writers from each show to kind of come together and figure out what they were going to do. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like that. So I don't know. It's complicated, I guess. I don't know. It's very confusing. I don't know. Audrey?
I'm torn. It feels like 8 was enough.
Uh-huh.
But would 13 have filled up the rest of those?
I don't know. It could have. Yeah. I mean, maybe like one more episode could have, but we don't know because of the way they decided to tie it all together. I still don't know if it would have helped it. Really.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I mean, Alexandra, they were making her out to be this real baddie, and she totally could have been.
That's what I think I'm so disappointed about.
Because Sigourney's amazing. So if 13, would she have been more badass?
She could have been, but also, the thing is, when we first meet her, episode 1, I was like, okay, I'm assuming they're trying to throw a sympathy card at me, and, like, I'm aware, but I don't like it. I'm like, I know I'm supposed to hate her later, and I was like, you're trying to make us feel bad for her, even though we all know that she's supposed to be a bad person, and I just, like, I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I'm just like, okay, she's dying, that's a thing that's happening, but what else is there here? So, I don't know.
I think they just did it the wrong way, too. Like as much as I hate Fisk, he had... You actually kind of sympathize with them at some points.
Yeah, and you understand his whole thing, for the most part.
Yeah, but with Alexandra's, you didn't really... I didn't feel... It seemed like she's dying. Like...
Yeah.
She's dying anyway. Okay. There wasn't really anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like cliche almost.
It did. That's what I was thinking.
That's why. Yeah. I don't know. That maybe that's why people were just like, okay, or at least me. I just didn't sympathize at all, and the only time I actually. I think she was donating money to the orchestra. Yeah, I was like, that's kind of interesting. She has a love for music, and but they didn't really. I don't know. I would have liked to see maybe if they did like some flashbacks or something when they were in different times.
That would have been. That actually would have been really cool to know, because we know that they used to come on and all that crap.
They hint that they were around like during Pompeii and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I want to see like more about this.
I know.
Why is it the women are the only ones showing they're going old?
Oh, I know, right? All the men, well, except Stick, but Stick's he's been an old man since forever. But everyone else, they look, they look good for whatever age they're supposed to be. I don't know.
I think maybe that would have made them more intimidating, I think, if we saw them through the ages.
Yeah.
If we got some flashbacks, and been actually seen for ourselves that, hey, they've been around for a long time, and, they're baddies. They're big bads, but they didn't feel like big bads, any of them.
I know. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
Or maybe it was just, did they not... Maybe I wasn't paying attention close enough. I was like, did they have any kind of like super power or not really?
The only one out of all of them was Madame Gao, but I don't know what that was really. When she like opened the door, but that was about it.
Well, yeah, it was like kind of Force. Like
yeah, it was kind of like the Force. Yeah, basically, because she literally just like made the door, the freaking dumpster fall away from the door, and it opened, and I was just like, okay, but she's the only one out of all of them.
I was like, I think at one point I was like, oh, okay, what's Alexandra's? And
Nothing.
then like it. Oh.
I mean, I assume they had to have some kind of abilities when they used to be in Kunlun and all that stuff, but I don't know. They just didn't go too far into it for us to really know.
And I'm wondering if it's, but I feel like some of. Again, I guess going back to some versus trying to think of what they could have cut.
Yeah.
As much as I liked it, the scene in the at the Chinese restaurant was like getting long, and Danny was annoying me.
Oh,
so
I
much.
know. Danny was annoying pretty much everyone.
He just he's like, here's money. I gave him rent, so we're gonna be here. But then they like destroy, and then they're having to cook for them. And I was just thinking, these poor guys have probably worked a full shift.
Yeah.
It's probably like 10 at night, and you're making them make you food just because you're throwing money at them, and then they endanger them by being there. These civilians.
I
think that rubbed me the wrong way. I was just like, oh, why are they still there?
I know. I don't even know. I think that reminds me of, in Luke Cage, something like that happens when Luke's at one of the Chinese restaurants or something. But I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to call back to that or something, but that's about it.
Well, the place that he lived below, or his.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was. I was like, I vaguely remember something with Luke and like a Chinese restaurant. He's like, and I'm gonna take care of y'all, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. that's about it. I don't know. Okay.
Even Cottonmouth was such a good baddie.
Yeah, he was great. Man, he was great. Yeah, great actor too.
That's also I was gonna say Mahershala is just he's just awesome.
He is. He's so great. I was kind of curious because when they brought Misty, of course, I guess we can talk about Misty too. Who I really adore Misty.
I love Misty.
Guess we could start with the part that we all know, that her arm gets cut off at the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, when that happened, I was like, oh, okay. I was wondering when they were going to pull that in, because we know that's what happens to her eventually. And I was like, oh, that's how they did it. And I actually didn't mind it too badly, but at the same time, I was like, oh my god, that is a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and their whole thing about not saying the Avengers.
I know. That's the thing that bugs me.
Guy.
Like, it drives me crazy. I'm just like, come on. Y'all know it's connected.
I have connections somehow.
Yeah. Which kind of... The thing with Misty is we know that... Well, I don't know if Erinn knows, but Tony Stark is the one who's supposed to give her her arm. Mm-hmm. And obviously...
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I don't...
Yeah. But we know they're not gonna pull RDJ in to just do that one thing. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. And I'm assuming Luke Cage season 2, or because the Daughters of the Dragon might be in Iron Fist season 2. So I don't know yet. But I don't know. It was good that they finally made that happen, but I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know about now. They've made more questions than answers at this point. With the Defenders, it's just like, you just opened a lot of doors that we don't know where they go. Which is kind of ironic, because that was like a whole thing. The freaking door with Danny's hand. It's just like, the fuck? fucking door. I hate that was so dumb.
But he's the immortal Iron Fist, you know?
God. They beat that like a dead horse, which is I hate that saying with the passion, but they did. They beat it. They beat it so hard, man. I don't know. But man, I wanted more lady stuff, like just in general, because like all the lady characters are so great. I was really happy we even got some Trish talk from Jessica Jones with Trish Walker, who technically she is a superhero, technically.
Hellcat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hellcat.
I'm hoping they do that in the next.
I felt like in Jessica Jones season 1 they tried to hint at the fact that, like, when she got, I can't remember.
When she got that serum
Yeah,
stuff,
the serum stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, no, they're gonna have to do a little bit more than that, because we all know that she ends up becoming Hellcat at some point, but I don't know when. But I do like her as Trish with the Trish Talk show and stuff. I was like, that's kind of neat, actually. That actually works. It kind of helps Jessica a little bit too. So I don't know.
Well, I didn't like how a lot of the side characters were pretty emphasized they were side characters.
I know, like Foggy.
At one point, they were just pulled up at the police station.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, because a lot of the people who I was really excited to see were those people who they just shoved in the police station, and then we like only saw them like a couple scenes, so it kind of bummed me.
And then they were still in the police station.
Oh yeah,
They could have used that to have Misty lose her arm, because in the comic she loses it to an explosion, right? Why couldn't she have just stayed at the station? They attacked the station because
that would have made sense, actually. Yeah.
She had been a lot better. Why did she shoot? You know. Nitpicking.
That is the point of this podcast. We nitpick like crazy. We dissecting this to like bits, pretty much. Man, yeah, it would have been cooler, but you know, the whole, hey, we're fighting this like dude who was supposed to be dead, and then you just Misty, who's a cop, and she's trying to help out, make sure nobody gets killed, gets her arm sliced off. So, which kind of made me want to cry, like, at the end with her and Colleen in the hospital. She's like, it's this job. And I'm like, oh, Misty. Poor girl. She's been through so much. And she still has no idea what the hell's going on.
No, she's probably like, oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Were you going to
say? Interesting, too. I was, like, it's... So if Misty comes back, with the arm from a friend or
whatever they decide,
wherever because this show seems to be, at least to me, like, I know it's set in the same timeline as Avengers, Marvel Avengers, but at the same time, it just seems more grounded. Like there's not as many technological stuff that we see.
Yeah,
like where they're supposed to be in. Like Avengers, and even just watching Spider-Man, there's so much technology, and it just still seems like a separate world, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but
I just can't imagine her having the cybernetic arm.
I know. I wonder how they would write that in. Like, I mean, obviously it's gonna happen, but like, how would you write that? Like, how do you make that feasible? I don't know.
Do it, yeah.
I really wish they would just go ahead and, which was a thing that
I'm kind of curious about that.
Yeah, that was like one of the things that bothered the girl who plays Skye on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She got really upset not too long ago because basically Marvel wasn't saying that it was connected. And now they have the Inhuman show thing, that new, looks like trash thing that's out or whatever. But I'm just like, yeah, kind of sucks.
Are they saying the Inhumans thing is connected?
I don't know. But they're just, they're not, connecting any of their, really popular properties, that are, television-wise, which is, even though they bring people from the films into, they brought Sif into that one episode, which is, I mean, she's a minor character, but obviously people will know her. And
first one.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
I read this article trying to explain why they aren't connect, they are, but they aren't.
Yeah.
And it was, I think they're, I guess, officially why they're not connected, why Coulson didn't show up in, any of the, newer Avengers and stuff is because they were saying that it's think of it as an AU. And not everyone's going to watch the TV show.
I do not like that at all.
And they said, not everyone's going to watch the TV show, so it's not really canon.
Whatever. Lots of people watch those freaking shows. I mean, I actually...
what their explanation was.
I get that at the same time, because when Agent Shield first came out, that's, one of, I was actually one of those people that was hesitant to watch it, because I was kind of worried, how they would... what it was going to be about, but I did watch it, and I love it. Even though I'm, really backed up on it now. But... at the time, I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, they're, bringing in all these different, they brought in Ghost Rider. They actually brought in Ghost Rider the last season or whatever, and it's
Really?
Yeah, they did.
That's the only reason I went back to watching it.
And I still have, I'm not even there yet, which is what, I'm slowly watching it, because I'm just I love it. I love some of the characters. Obviously, I love Fitzsimmons because they're just sweet babies. But I don't know. That's the thing. I was Ghost Rider. Okay, maybe I can go back in. But I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't like that the idea that maybe they're treating all their other properties as AUs when they directly reference stuff that goes in the movies. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, that was they were well, the movies are the movies, and those are the only things that are truly canon, and then they have the TV shows. And I was
wow. Wow.
So I think that's why also, all the Jessica Jones and everything, they're connected, but it's not really.
Yeah.
And it's kind of AU.
Yeah.
I guess it's separate. Yeah, it's.
I think someone had asked not too long ago if they were gonna bring in Jessica Jones or something into the movies or something for something. I don't remember what it was for. I'm assuming it was Infinity Wars, but we know that didn't happen. But I was just I don't know how they would do it if they even planned to ever do that. Or it was it was clear too. They were if you're gonna, it was because Doctor Strange was coming out, and what is her name? Rachel? Isn't there Rachel McAdams?
Well, because Doctor Strange is
her character. Because I was worried too when that happened. I was wait, if she's supposed to be Night Nurse, I do not agree with that, because Rosario Dawson is the only Night Nurse I will accept at this point, because she's perfect.
Well, there's three Night Nurses.
That's true, but it just mean what the way they built her in every pretty much everything this TV Netflix thing. It doesn't and people agreed too that they really hoped that she was not supposed to be who they were kind of hinting that she was, which is fine. I got it when I watched the movie Doctor Strange. I understood her importance, though at the same time they kind of shelved her too at the same time. So I'm just I don't know. It's weird. Marvel is very weirdly complicated, and it shouldn't be that complicated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What else would you guys like to talk about?
Well, what did we, I guess, like best?
Claire.
Luke Cage.
Luke and Claire. Oh, that first scene when he comes off the bus, and she's like, "How about that coffee?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, it's happening!" Like, I wasn't expecting, like, the scene, like, the way they showed. I was like, I should have expected it because of what happened with Jessica and Luke in Jessica Jones. But that was actually almost even better. I know that's gonna upset so many people. But it was a great scene. They had really good chemistry, and it was great.
I had to watch that with my mom. So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you did. What was her reaction?
Did you break the table? I'm like, yeah, probably. Okay.
I totally forgot y'all were watching. I remember you told me that, but I totally spaced till I brought it up.
God.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. And awkward, but...
It's very awkward, yeah.
Wow, okay. This episode has such a theme. We started with your husband stripping.
Yep. It's not a debauchery, sorry.
So okay, I love it. But, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Definitely. It'd be Luke and pretty much... It's mainly Luke and a little bit of Matt. I actually really loved Matt in the beginning. Before they did the whole... Like, I love him in Elektra, I do. But the way they wrote it was not the best thing in the world. So, it's hard. Right. But I do love Matt. I do.
I did like Matt. I liked seeing him interact with the boy.
Oh, yes! That was one of the best scenes. Yeah. It was really beautiful.
I wanted, like, more of that, and then it was, like, not there.
I know.
And I remember going, oh, I love this scene, and that says a lot about Matt, and a lot of things started off good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of slowly died out.
It's like, once they, like, decided they just want to go ahead and just throw all the superheroes together, that they just kind of didn't really do the rest that we were really liking, like the normal stuff, which is fun.
I was
like,
kind of wondering
I don't know
what it would have been like if Punisher just showed up.
I know! That's what me and Adri were talking about. Like, I was like, I was hoping, but I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but I was like, I was hoping that Frank showed up at some point. Actually, there's something I'm gonna write to that effect. Like, it's him, like, coming to, like, help them out, not because he wants to help them out, just because he just wants to, like, talk shit to them the whole time while he's, like, taking people down. Like, the scene in the restaurant when, like, they're getting attacked from all sides. He just, like, shooting people up and then talking shit to Matt or whatever. I'm just like, I need that in my life. I really need, man. And then just the idea of some kind of scene with him and Karen just for shit's sake would have been great. I love that.
I know they use it sparingly, but I would have wanted to see even Jessica use more of her power.
Yeah, which kind of bummed me out.
A few times, but I wanted her to just go all out.
I know, they kind of oh, I just remembered the flying part. That's why I went, oh. That's why I stopped talking for a second. I just remembered the scene where she, like, actually flies for, like, the first time, and the guys were all like, oh, shit.
What? Yeah.
I don't know why that just occurred to me. I was like, oh, shit, I forgot.
I wanted to see more of that. I just want to see more of that. I don't know.
I know. She's
just so...
They were more focused on, like, her detective stuff. Than
which
her,
is not bad, but
which isn't bad. It was actually really good. I was really surprised that they actually went that far with her character because I didn't know what they were gonna give us for her. But it actually, her part of it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I was like the Jessica parts are good. Luke stuff is good.
Yeah,
and even like them interacting, I would have liked to see more. I don't remember there being a lot of Luke-Matt interactions.
I know, which was, I think they were focused on Luke, Jessica, and Luke and Danny. That was about...
I like the, where Jessica saw Matt, but I always go, parkour!
Oh, yeah. When she sees him in the alley
she,
or whatever.
Takes pictures. I was like, Matt, you're
And then he freaking breaks the camera, and I was thinking about this today. I was like, do you know how expensive that camera is? Like, do you know?
Probably like, it's digital or something. It already downloaded it to my phone.
She probably did put it on her computer, but at the same time, I'm just like, or maybe not, because I don't know. I can't remember how close that time frame was.
I don't think she knows that much about, like, tech savvy
No,
stuff.
not really. Malcolm is the one who really helps her with that stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but, like, I was like, dude, you better buy her another camera. I'm gonna be really upset, because that's a really nice camera. He just straight up breaks it.
I'm surprised Danny didn't, like, show up and... I can pay for that. I'm Danny. I got money.
He does. He has that black card that he was like, I got this.
Is that how we bought the hospital?
Yeah. Oh, that part too. I was like, I'm not even fucking surprised at this point.
There's trying to be some Tony Stark up in here, and he is no Tony Stark.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but does that mean is his hospital gonna be the one that helps her with the arm? Yeah, that's what
I'm assuming it is, because that's what they were kind of setting up, that's the hospital that's gonna help her, like, rehabilitate and all this. So I'm just like, I get it, but at the same time, just like, that's not what we signed up for.
No.
I don't know. Jesus. Don't even know.
Yeah, pretty much also, like, don't even go towards the whole Misty and Iron Fist are together thing.
Oh, this was funny. Okay, even though I don't... Oh, that happens in the comic, Erinn. Yeah, that happens in the comics. I just want you to know that. It happens in the comic. I was watching a video of Charlie and Finn. They were answering, like, internet's questions about the Defenders. And someone asked that question if Danny and Misty were going to be together. And he didn't really answer. He just kind of... He, like, started saying that. He was like, no, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. But I don't think they're going to do anything.
Oh, my God,
honestly,
no.
I don't think they're going to do anything, because they seem to be really liking him and Colleen, which is fine, because actually, she's good. She's good.
I don't see the chemistry with...
Like, I don't know how they would even start it. Because they didn't even really communicate. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I don't even know how they would even, like, make that happen. Like,
yeah, it's hurting me.
I know. Like, and then she just, at this point where Danny is right now, he cannot handle Misty Knight.
Oh my gosh,
she would annihilate him with one arm.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she hasn't even got her freaking cool arm yet. And she just, you already know, she would not be having that.
Nope.
I'm actually really happy with her, though. Like, I'm just glad they haven't, like, tried to pair her off with anyone since her whole thing with Luke for, like, that half second that they had their little thing going on. Which I kind of was like, oh, that's Misty. Like, when I first watched Luke Cage, I was like, oh, that's Misty. Oh, Luke. Oh, God, it's happening. And I was like, but wait. I'm like, but wait. There's going to be a Claire moment, isn't there? And there was. Yeah. Like, I kind of actually knew before I even finished, like, even started Luke Cage, I was like, Claire's a love interest. She's a love interest. I don't know why I knew it, but I was like, she's gonna have another defender who she's involved with again, like Matt. Which I actually really loved. I actually liked it.
They had chemistry too, but then, like, with Luke, it's better.
It's beautiful. I love them. I turned my friend Ellie, Can I Be Candid on Tumblr, I turned her into a multi-shipper for Luke. Because she was all about Luke and Jess, and I was like, wait till you watch Luke Cage, you'll understand what I mean. She's like, okay, I see it now. I'm there with you. I'm like, yes. You can't deny Claire Temple, though, also. So, like, she's too good. You want her to be happy. So, yep. I don't know. I did kind of wish we saw her mom again, because I actually really loved her mom.
Yeah.
Her mom was so great.
They were great.
Yeah. I'm hoping they bring her back some way. I just really like her. She's really nice. She's a really nice mom. She makes all the foods. That would actually be interesting if she, like, if they went to her restaurant or something, just, like, as a group. I wonder how that would go. Like, just everyone in like a little booth. They would need a bigger booth because of Luke. Because of Luke. He's like a big dude. The dude's big. He's great, but he's a big dude. Like, all of them cannot fit in one booth, I don't think. I don't know. But that would be interesting. I'm just curious, like, what her reaction would be to, like, all of them. Because she knows about Claire's, like, stuff. How she keeps running into super people. So, which I think is kind of funny. Like, the whole thing where she's like, I'm trying not to get away from these people. And then she deals with Luke. And it's like, damn, girl. It's just accept it at this point. This is your life. Okay. What other things?
There was a lot of talking just now. I had to go kill a spider for my cousin.
Oh my god. Spiders! Oh no. I was just talking about Claire again. Claire and Luke Cage stuff. That was basically.
Yes, I love them.
I know. They're beautiful. But okay.
Yeah, because see, I think I liked her. I liked Claire and Matt. They had a good.
Oh, I know. I actually really, I adored them. They're sweet.
Just Rosario Dawson can have chemistry
it's
with
true.
Anybody.
She
so
can. She's just it's that Latina blood. She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
She'd probably go up to like a stoplight and have chemistry with stoplights.
I mean, she probably could. She's dating a comedian, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's dating a comedian, in real life, which is good. It's good for her.
Like someone famous?
Not that I don't think so. Like, I can't remember. The only reason why I know this is because she was on a talk show thing, and I was watching the clip on YouTube, and I can't remember what his name was. I can't remember. He's not like someone super famous, but people do know of him. So that's why, because people wanted.
Well, he's lucky.
I know. We would all be lucky too. We share a birthday, by the way. I share a birthday with Rosario Dawson, which just makes my life. She's so great. Okay. What other things would you guys like to add to the conversation?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I think mine cut out for a second.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I heard a Skype noise, and I was like, oh, something happened. Someone died for a second there. Any other good points we want to add? I know it's like hard. It's hard to find another one, but it's like I did love the scene with Matt and Jessica when they went to go meet the daughter, and she's basically describing his life, and I'm just like, oh, these feels, but it was like,
she was like, my friend, nice. My friend's father. I was like, oh.
And then she started talking about boxes, like, God damn it, it's Matt. It's Matt. She's talking about Matt. I was like, oh, she went digging. She found out all she could find on Matt Murdock. And I'm just like, girl.
I like that, though. See, I don't ship them, but...
Oh, I don't. Like, they're really good. They're good friends. Friendship.
Yeah, they're good friends.
Mm-hmm.
I like them as partners. I think, like, even if they had done just them two, I think it would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They work really good together. Plus, they're like, their real life jobs, or I guess Jessica really, that's both her real life and her work thing, whatever, her alias investigation. It would actually work really good with Matt's lawyer crap.
Yeah. He's like a lawyer, but she's PI, but they're both really broody.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's true. So true. What about you, Audrey?
I would have liked to see Matt use his powers too. They kind of gloss over them at this point, and just I don't know. I guess just the series delve more into that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know they like gave like a beginning of an episode to like Matt to like you finding out where he's at after revealing himself to Karen at the end of season 2 of Daredevil, which thoughts about that. But and I was like, okay. I was actually wondering if they were actually gonna show like the aftermath of that. Really, well, they kind of had to because they were bringing Karen in for Defenders as much as they did, and but I was wondering how much of where we were gonna find Matt at that point. So that was good that they did show that he did go back to lawyering a little bit before he eventually went back to Daredevil again, as he had to.
But yeah, all in all, I guess had a great start, had potential. Just kind of fell flat. I mean, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this was the worst thing I've ever seen.
But it wasn't like
it wasn't
a 10 in the book. It wasn't the best. It's like maybe like a 6, maybe 6.5, maybe. I don't know. It's just like, it's not, maybe less. I don't know. It was. I'm trying to give it a little bit of room because it's still kind of fresh right now. There's still people I know who have not watched it yet. So like, it's I don't know.
Well, it's a quick watch. I think I watched it in literally 2 days.
Yeah, I watched 1 through 7 in one day, and then I watched the last one the next day. Which, like, when I went to work the next day, they were like, so you started, I was like, yeah, I'm on episode 8. They were like, what? I was like, it's only 8 episodes. Like, what do you want from me? Look, when a new show comes out, I binge it.
I binged all the other, except Iron Fist.
Yeah, of course. Like, we can't even feel bad about that one.
The one I think I had the most fun binging was Luke Cage.
Oh, same.
Everyone was great. Oh, and I forgot to say too that I guess Alfred Warder. She's in the Avengers and but of course.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
I was like,
Mariah. Yeah, she's 2 different people.
Completely different people.
I had forgot. I didn't forget, but it's been a while since I watched Luke Cage, so I forgot. I had the same reaction. I was like, what? What is she? Oh, she's 2 different people.
She wasn't in this, but they mentioned her like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
They mentioned her, and she's still doing stuff, like, still up to no good.
Yeah, essentially, because she didn't get arrested, so...
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's a part of season 2 of Luke Cage, is, like, dealing with Mariah and Shades. I actually really like Shades, even though he's...
Shades is such a, like... he's just so funny, I don't know.
He is. Theo Rossi is so great, because I know him... I watched Sons of Anarchy, and he was on that. He played he was a sweet boy at the beginning of Sons of Anarchy, but he eventually turns to a really bad guy, which kind of fits now that he played Shades. So I'm just like, you're really good at bad characters. He's really good at it. Oh, man.
I like Shades.
Shades is great.
He's pretty cool. Poor bad guy, I was like, yeah, he's kind of cool.
Yeah. He's like the coolest one out of all of them.
I like bad guys in Luke Cage. I think...
Oh, same. Yeah.
All the characters were so... I don't know. I just really love the characters in Luke Cage. I liked everyone. They were just all awesome.
I think they took more time with Luke Cage than
Maybe
they did with.
I just love
they took much more time with it. That's what I was thinking of in Defenders. The music was super good, like because you knew because it had Luke Cage in it, so they had like really good music.
Best music. Like he'd show up and then it was his music.
I know. Like when he was on the bus ride home, I was like, "Oh my god, I am jamming." It's so good. I almost tweeted that earlier when I was on that scene earlier today. I was like, man, just some good tunes right here. Just the best. Like, I don't know.
there's good.
Yeah.
Not bad, but
Yeah, unfortunately.
plot holes, yeah.
So many plot holes.
Yes.
Was there a plot hole we haven't talked about besides?
I don't think so. What about the literal hole?
We can talk about the literal hole, actually. Which I actually had forgot about until Defenders came back up, because they meant that we did see it in Daredevil.
Oh, that much. Yeah, like I forgot it too. And I was like, wait, did we see that?
I
And
vaguely
was like,
remembered it. Vaguely. I was like, oh, that was that hole that they were talking, that Matt and Elektra had went to that one time. I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is the thing in this series. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we know what the hole
so I have
is.
a fun fact. I don't know if you guys know this about Defenders, but or at least the Hand and Daredevil and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle creators were such a fan of like Daredevil and Defenders and stuff. That's why they created the Foot.
What?
Like a direct parody of the Hand.
Oh my.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. And there's other things too. And I remember reading that and just laughing. I was like,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And like all the ninjas, if you think about all the ninjas, and there was Stick, and so they had Splinter.
Oh my god. Yes.
And I was like reading about this. I was like, that is so funny. And I didn't know if you guys knew.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know. No.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Wow.
I was like, oh. And I think there's other similarities too, but those are the only ones I remember, like right off my head. But
that's so funny. And so weird, but
like,
also so funny.
I think I thought the opposite. I was like, why are they called the Hand? That's reminded me of the Foot from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's still a weird freaking name for like.
The way around.
It's so weird.
They're reading them. So.
The Hand, the Foot.
Oh my god, it's nuts.
To quote Jessica, what is with these names? Like, it's so weird, man. She had the best lines, which was not surprising at all, because she's sassy and sarcastic. But I was happy. They gave her so many good lines.
Yeah, she was great.
Oh, what did y'all think about Madame Gao's whole, like, character arc in this? Because I was very weirdly, like, not okay with the way they wrote her for the Defenders. Because she was built up as this really powerful person in, like Daredevil and everybody.
They should have done that with all of the, all of the Hand. They just weren't.
She's the only one we knew out of all of them. And
she was so mysterious in the other ones, and I think maybe since she became not as mysterious, I think she just lost her.
She lost her power, really. That we thought she has a power, but just in general, like her aura diminished a lot.
Because I always remember her as people, she was an older lady, but people were afraid of her.
Yeah.
And that was interesting to me, but finding out that it was just they weren't built up enough as bad guys, I think. I think that's true of all of them. They were all, even the one from... See, I never watched Iron Fist. I don't know.
Bakuto. That guy. Yeah. Bakuto. Yeah, he was basically the guy who...
How was his arc?
From what I remember of it, he was basically the dude who brainwashed Colleen into being in the Hand. That's basically his arc.
Wow.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, and that was like the most stupidest like episode in my life. Was episode 10 is what I call it because it's really dumb. It's the one when we find out that Colleen is associated with the hand. Well, she obviously we know eventually she like separates from them and she helps Danny or whatever. But like it's like the stupidest. Like I got really upset when I got to episode 10 because I just obviously I was not really caring that much about Iron Fist in general. Shit. That is really, God, it's storming really bad now. But it's like thundering like crazy. But, basically, yeah. That's basically it. Bakuto he's that guy, and he was supposed to be dead by the end of Iron Fist, but obviously they must have used some of that stuff.
Did they try to set her up with Danny?
Who,
like, are they a love interest?
Who, Colleen?
Colleen?
Yeah, they're together now in Defenders.
What?
By that point, they're actually together. So
what?
Yeah, that's why she leaves the hand. Actually, is because she loves Danny so much that she does not want to hurt him. That's literally why. That's the whole reason why she leaves the hand is because she doesn't want to be apart from Danny and she wants to help him. And it's stupid.
See, they didn't really seem like a couple.
Yeah, they are. That's the only reason why I was like kind of like, oh, that's kind of cute. Like in the beginning when they're on the flight home back to New York, I was like, okay, I kind of like this only because I knew what the hell happened, even though I still don't agree with any of that happened in Iron Fist.
But then they didn't have any.
Yeah, no.
No, they had no chemistry whatsoever. But like
okay, they didn't even like seem like.
Yeah.
They loved each other. Just
not really.
That's because Danny wanted like
snurk. Yeah, and then he was like, I remember one point she comes in and he's like meditating. I was like, what is this scene?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I didn't know that they were supposed to be together.
Yeah, they're romantic. They're like together. That's why the whole thing with the quote about making this home or whatever is because he's like home to her or whatever, and they wanted to make New York their home, like where they can be together and be happy, which all that. Yeah, it's a whole thing, which like I connected that, and I was like, yeah, that's why. I mean, I guess it's like it's still not worth it to watch Iron Fist, but like that's like the only. It's.
I'm surprised that they didn't even. If you had told me, and I watched it, I would not have known you were together.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. They're together. That's why Misty Knight can't happen. By the way, that's why Danny and Misty. That's another reason why they can't get together is because Colleen and Danny are together. And
they just need to recast. I mean,
I know how you feel.
The April Fool's article I read that I wanted to believe so hard that I believed it.
Yeah, she had messaged me and she was like, so did they recast Iron Fist? I was like, no, they did not. He's still the same person.
I was like, dang, I read this article.
No.
And I didn't realize it was an old April Fool article. I was like, why did I read this article about them, recasting him?
No, they didn't do that.
It's wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, the immortal Iron Fist can pass to someone else, can it?
Yeah, essentially, he can.
Use to punch a dragon or something, right? Like, that's how it works, don't you?
Yeah, that's how it works, I guess. As much as we hate Danny, we pretty much hate him. Not really. I won't say I hate him. It's just, it's really bad. I just don't like him right now. He's just not. He's not. I don't know. The way they wrote him is terrible, and
very weak points in the Defenders.
He's very weak.
Yeah.
That's like that's where all the memes come from. Is people making fun of Danny Rand. It's like the best thing ever, and I'm just laughing for days. It's so great.
Wanted just someone who looks like they know martial arts.
I know.
Like, yep. Maybe someone a little more toned, because even when, whenever Danny takes his, shirt off, it just looks like some guy. It doesn't look like someone who's trained.
Oh,
for,
I know. He's not built.
He's
not built at all.
No.
He did nothing.
Seem believable.
I know. It's bad. It's real bad. So I don't know.
Couldn't they, contour or Photoshop or do some special effects?
They have to do that to every scene that he's probably shirtless in, which isn't a lot, but at the same time...
They, cover up his face somehow, have a body double, come in and do this martial arts.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if... You know what? I actually feel like they do have a body double for him, but they just... I don't know.
I can't see him doing...
all that stuff. Mm-hmm.
I can't remember him... Like, even his fight scenes, he's not really doing much.
Not really. I don't know.
Not like what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
I guess I'm, like, picturing someone like Donnie Yen and, like...
I know. I love Donnie
Yen. Why don't she look like Donnie Yen?
Great. Love Donnie Yen. Best dude ever.
That's who you should look like.
Yeah.
I think he built actually knows martial arts and, Oh, well.
He's great.
Donnie Yen's
the best. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think they'll make a Defenders too?
They kind of have to.
They keep firing the second season. They better.
They gotta fix shit. Like, I mean, once they get, I'm pretty sure they're gonna wait till they get to second seasons of certain shows or whatever. But yeah, they need to. They already know they're gonna have to make a season 2. Yep. They haven't confirmed it, but we pretty much know that they have to at this point.
And they're filming, and we're gonna get Punisher. Well, maybe
whenever they need to give us that freaking date, because they keep teasing it. Even John Berthenol, he keeps teasing stuff on Twitter, and I'm like, sir, I want to message him, so like just tweet him and be like, listen, I love you, but please, I know you know the date. Just tell us the freaking date already, because it's really annoying, because we're almost done with freaking 2017. And we're still not, we still don't have
Time's counting down here.
Come on, just give it to us. Maybe they'll wait till after Stranger Things and give it to us, which I feel like that might be a possibility. Because I really love Stranger Things.
That's their like main show. I feel like.
I know, it's so good. I love that show so much. I cannot wait for the season 2 of Stranger Things. I need to finish.
About me and you ship the same people in Stranger Things.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because some people don't ship that ship, and it just like...
I ship it.
Makes me...
I think me and you ship it, yeah.
I love them.
But,
sweet.
I can't wait.
I know. There's gonna be... I know we're getting off topic, because this is supposed to be about Defenders and Marvel and stuff. We're still gonna talk about it, because we're talking about Netflix.
It's all connected.
It is. Okay, but I'm nervous that we're not going to get a lot of 11 because I feel like that's going to be the case. We're just going to get...
They'll probably save her till the end.
I know, that's what I think is going to happen, actually, is that they're just going to... Either that or she'll be in, like, the last couple episodes. And it's just like, yeah, we know that was going to happen because you're not showing her enough, for one. It looks like he might have...
She's not in... all the promos are all about the 4 boys.
I know, which I love the boys, I do. But, like, you can even tell Mike is missing his should-have-been girlfriend at this point. So it's just like, come on, you should have just started with, I don't know. Though I love that trailer. I've watched it too many times. The Stranger Things thriller trailer is so good. It's beautiful.
It's giving me a lot of, like, Stephen King.
I know.
Feel.
Yes. A lot of Stephen King, like, feels. It was good.
Because especially that big, like, when they have the lightning, you see the really big one. Just reminds me of The Mist. I'm like, oh, it's like Stephen King.
Yeah, they took there's a lot of, like, references to, like, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited.
Which is not a bad thing, you know.
No, it's not bad. So, I'm trying to think back on Defenders. what else do we have left?
I don't know, keep ending up on Danny, so...
I know, that's because he's, like, the one thing we could actually talk about, because he's, like, the worst.
Well, and he was pretty much made focus of it.
Like, I know, it's because they were trying to fix what the hell they did in Iron Fist, which was... I don't know. And I think I talked to you, Erinn, a little bit. They slightly redeemed it, just a smidge, but like they didn't completely. Because I actually read an article like afterwards they were talking about or asking the question if it did redeem what happened in Iron Fist, and in a way, it did, but it at the same time. I guess it's just I don't know. I think that's what their focus was, to try and fix what they didn't do right. But they they kind of messed with the rest of the characters because they were so focused on that. Which is kind of
I feel like they underutilized a lot of characters.
Oh, they did.
Absolutely. I wanted to see more. I love Foggy.
Me too. I was like, I only saw him twice. Well, maybe 3 times. Like 2 times in the police station, the 1 time in the beginning. When we saw when he was joking, when Link was like, "Do people really call you that?" And you left them or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, because he's Foggy. He's sweet boy.
Yeah. Well, then I guess that they were at the funeral at the end. Did they have a funeral, or they were just at the? They were just at the church.
Oh, yeah, they were at the church. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really sad, really.
Yeah.
I'm about to nitpick Karen's characterization on this thing, because it's bothering me. Because
I think she always she bothered me in
the only thing in Daredevil that I actually liked about her was her thing with Frank. It was actually her and Johnny, like, actually, her and John and Deborah are actually really good. They get really good together in that season. Yeah. But otherwise, I didn't care for her character that much. But like, that's like the only good thing. But I don't know. They really stripped her down. Otherwise, in Defenders, they kind of just relied on her relationship with Matt, which I guess is the point.
Looking worried. That's all she.
Yeah, and I'm just like, then the last scene when you know he's dead, they're like, and everyone's going back to the police station, like, oh fuck, they're gonna do the damn scene, and she's gonna cry, and Foggy's gonna be real sad. I'm like, I hate when Foggy's sad, because I love that boy, that teddy bear. I love him. He's so sweet. Also, I kind of miss his long hair. I really miss his long hair, even though he looks good. I'm just saying, I kind of miss his long hair. I don't know, but he's happy. He has a girlfriend, or I'm assuming they're together in that capacity, because they have after night hours, as he put it.
I didn't like how they were like, oh, him and Karen, and then it was like, oh, Karen and Matt. I was like,
but I already knew they were going to do the freaking Karen and Matt thing, which really bothered me. For one, it's in the comics, and then also, it was already going down that path. I was like, I don't want this. I really hate this. Anybody who thinks that that's great is wrong.
When Elektra showed up, I was like, yes.
Same. I was really happy. I was really happy about Elektra. Even though it hurt.
And she was just a doll for a long time in Defenders. She was real, like, shell, which I guess is what she was, but then she suddenly wasn't. She's full of revenge.
I still can't get over that part. The switch is driving me nuts. The switch of her from, like... I don't
They were trying to be, you know, clever and.
I know, it's a problem.
Make it be a big surprise, but.
It didn't work, really.
Fell short.
I don't know. I did like the scene in Matt's apartment when she's laying down in the bed. And I'm assuming she's supposed to be remembering the fact that she used to be there with Matt, or like when she was staying at his place.
Matt, with his super senses, he didn't immediately.
I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, wait, wouldn't he know?
Slightly noticed was like the notebook. I was like,
I was like, dude, wouldn't you know that it had to be her because she's like one of the only people who knows where your shit is in your room. But
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's well, I mean, who else would grab the journal and find that that's Electra's things from her service? I don't know. It's weird.
There's just a lot of weird. I just don't know if they just plot holes or if they just, I don't know, forgot he had powers.
Also, I just don't know what distance he was away. I don't know how far his power reaches. Like, well, that's actually hard to say too, because he can hear stuff like really far away. But but at the same time, he couldn't hear her heartbeat. So since she's the shell of Elektra, she doesn't have a heartbeat, so he wouldn't have heard her. He wouldn't know that where she was at. But I don't know. It's very confusing.
Yeah. I just wish they would have shown us, because in the beginning of Daredevil, they used to kind of show us, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 1's actually really good for kind of starting to get to know what he can do and where his limits are. But I don't know. I'm guessing they just expect us to know at this point how he works, how his whole character works.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they even have shown everything yet, because I haven't read Daredevil comics. I just know some stuff. But so I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea. Is there anything that y'all would have like added that wasn't already in there that's not plot hole related?
Well, like before, I think I would have liked to see the bad guys.
Yeah.
A little more of their backstory, or show them back in the day. That wouldn't have been that hard to. Yeah, that would have been nice. I think that would have been cool to kind of see them each, like, back.
Yeah.
In the olden times.
I wonder how far back that would be. Like, I mean, we know they were in, like, Pompeii and all this stuff, but, like, how much further back would that go?
Yeah. But it was interesting. I would have wanted to see, stuff about them. Especially if they've lived this long. Yeah. And then to be taken out like that.
I know. It's kind of
how they were taken out. It was just like.
Yeah. It's insane. What about you, Audrey? Was there anything you would have?
I was kind of hoping they'd allude that Alexandra was Mephisto.
Wait, explain who's because I don't know.
Well, they confuse him with Satan a lot, kind of thing, but could have been a shapeshifter kind of Mephisto, Explains longevity and all that, and just playing the rest of them kind of thing. And then she was taken out.
Like real easily. Just well, I mean, she was dying, but at the same time, she also just got like, like a freaking, I forget what her freaking weapons are called, but like she just straight up like,
yeah,
just straight up.
So anticlimactic, heard that.
Yeah, I
don't know. There's just a lot of like noise reactions to things. Oh, y'all are having the best time listening to this episode.
Call it the noise podcast.
Oh man. Well, we know what we all would have taken out of it for the most part.
Oh yes.
But like, what are?
Could have just.
I don't know.
I would just Punisher just come in and, push Danny out of the way, like just replaced him, like halfway through the series. No explanation.
Man. Oh man.
Would have gone with the theme.
true. That's true. I don't know. Danny is just
problematic child.
He really is. He actually
Absolutely.
really is. I don't know. That guy.
He's
Yeah, pretty much.
noise.
Oh, what are y'all expecting to see in like the new seasons of these shows now that we've done with Defenders pretty much? Like, now that Defenders ended, where do you expect the characters to go now? Well, we know where Karen's going, obviously. She's in The Punisher, so she's gonna be with Frank for pretty much all of that. But everybody else.
Well, you said David Tennant's coming back, but Jessica Jones.
Yeah, but we don't know. We have no freaking clue in what capacity. I mean, I don't think he can be revived in no capacity, but it's a flashback of some sort. People are thinking it's PTSD, like her actually finally dealing with everything that happened to her and everything she went through.
You think like he's like somehow in her mind?
Yeah,
like, and pop up and is like only she can see and hear him. Kind of thing. I can see them doing that.
I can see that. Yeah.
Which would be really interesting and also kind of terrifying at the same time because he did so much to her that it's actually kind of scary. That she had to do so much just to like kill him. So to like just have to deal with him like on her own because it's just her.
Such a good baddie too.
He was. I hated him. I love David Tennant, but I hated Kilgrave.
Well, I think that's some of his charm.
Yeah.
I think just
he was still very
like,
charming as Kilgrave. It was interesting. Even his character on Broadchurch, like the first season of Broadchurch, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but his character was very unlikable for a bit. But I actually really, you end up really loving him at some point. But you also hate Kilgrave.
Yeah.
So
I love hated Kilgrave. He was a good bad guy. I was sad to see him go.
I know,
right?
Sad. Yeah, but he was like pretty much destroying Jessica.
He needed to go.
He had to go.
He did need to go. But I'm hoping for more, I guess, bad guys in that that have powers, like that are enhanced or whatever they call that. I can't remember what they called. Like more enhanced beings.
Yeah.
Although I like seeing like, Fisk and stuff who don't have superpowers, but they still are very.
I think they're worried about doing that. Is the ones with actual powers, which is like basically the main element in Marvel Comics, are villains who have powers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm assuming they're gonna try and like switch the narrative a bit to kind of suit.
Oh, to kind of steer away from that?
Maybe.
Well, I mean,
so with humans coming out, that's more powers. So
I know. There's so much. They have so much of it that they're trying to like make us hate characters that are like they're evil, but they're a different type of evil. So they're doing a pretty good job. Well, Kilgrave did technically have power. It was power of persuasion or whatever it was to make people do what he wanted them to do. But he's like the only one really, I think.
They're subtly showing people have powers on the Netflix series.
Yeah.
I find it's not like, hey, look what I can do. Psha. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I wasn't expecting us to get that Jessica moment in Daredevil. I mean, not Daredevil, in Defenders, where she freaking, like, when they're falling, and she literally jumps up. Like, I knew she could do that, but I wasn't expecting them to actually give it to us. Because we only seen her fight, like, fight. Not fly up and like basically save those guys.
I love those scenes.
I know.
Like, oh yeah,
it's so good.
Superheroes that have powers and are doing crazy things like that. I don't know. I like that kind.
I do. I love that kind. I definitely do. It's just.
Daredevil's great action scenes. Just
really good. They're actually really brutal. More brutal than I was expecting them to be. Like when I first watched the first, it took an adjustment to like watch the first. When I first was watching when it first came out, the first season, I was like, oh my god, I love this, but I was not anticipating this at all. But it was good.
Which I think they kind of dialed it down.
They did.
They
did. Yeah. Just a little bit. Because I think, season 2, a Daredevil focused on the Punisher, who basically uses guns for the most part.
He's yeah.
Oh, and except the prison scene. Prison scene was great.
Yeah.
he straight up like killed all of them peoples. That's like what actually John had just he posted that scene recently on Twitter of the prison scene. He's like flashback from the past, and that was the scene he had posted. I'm like, man, come on, give us something. But yeah, they have really good scenes. I think each show has a different type of like, I guess, type of violence. I'm assuming different fighting styles for each character. So I guess the bar of how much violence we're gonna get depends on the character, I'm assuming.
I think in Daredevil we're gonna see we can expect, I guess, didn't Fisk was like on the verge of knowing, right?
I believe so.
Of figuring it out.
I want to say he was.
Because he was saying to research Matt Murdock.
That, and remember Matt did come to the gallery as himself when his girlfriend, Fisk's girlfriend or whatever. So he kind of was starting to figure him out.
Yeah.
Because he was getting too close.
So I think we can expect that, but if he's supposed to be dead...
I know. I'm actually really curious how they're going to bring him back home.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I don't know much about that storyline in Daredevil in the comics with his mom and stuff. I don't really know much about it. Well, we know what Luke Cage is maybe going to be about. They might change it completely.
Mariah.
It might be a subplot and be part Mariah and Shades, and I don't know, they might pull someone else out of the woodworks for him. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah. What are you doing? They gotta have for her.
Yes.
That's what I hope for in Luke Cage. Do.
Yeah.
Have they said anything about Luke Cage season 2? No, not yet.
No, but I'm assuming it's coming. At this point, I'm assuming. Because, I mean, it's actually one of the better shows, so...
Yeah, I like it. It just has a lot of style, I think.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think out of all of them, I'm most excited for Jessica Jones. I think.
I know that's the one that's
from they.
Yeah.
How do you go from Kilgrave? Like what?
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see where they're going.
I know. Especially, I realize there's one scene we haven't talked about from Defenders. The last scene with Jessica and Luke. When they're in the bar. Oh my god, that freaking scene. It kind of bothers me, though. As someone, because they used the freaking coffee reference again.
Yeah.
He started that with Misty, and then he brought it over with Claire, talking about the Colombian coffee. And then Jessica's like...
Well, he kind of shut her down.
Oh, he did. He shut her down. But I'm just saying the fact that they chose that line out of all the ones they could have chose. They're like, they're going to use the coffee reference again.
Which is sad.
It is sad because I love Jessica, but at the same time, we just know he's really happy with Claire, and he's in a good place right now. He'll always be there for Jessica. It's just not on that level for the moment, which I'm cool with that. For the moment, I know though people online are interesting. They use that scene as evidence that Jessica and Luke are in game.
What?
Yes.
I guess we'll just see what
I don't see it. I don't see what they mean. Like, it was a really sad scene. So I'm just like, you realize that she's like by herself. Well, she has Trish, of course. I love Trish. Trish just love her. But like, she's essentially on her own. She has these new friends, obviously, but she's always gonna feel like she's on her own, even though she does have more people in her life now than I'm assuming she wanted. At this point, it's just, I don't know. That scene really made me sad, but also, but they let it all. They did give us the new door, the new Alias Investigations door, so we know she's opening back up shop again. Which is good.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the one I'm most looking forward to right now.
Yeah.
I just want to. I'm interested in where they're going. Where is her character going from here?
I know. It also helps that she's like the only female lead character. Like, we have all these ladies who are like side characters, much to my annoyance that they're side characters. But
support characters. Yeah.
Like, I would love if somehow they just had like a show just with all the ladies in it. Like, I would watch the crap out of that show.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, Jessica, Misty, Claire, and Colleen just getting it done.
The most Karen could do would be do like write-ups or whatever the hell they're doing. That's about it. She's not really a fighter, so. No. Yeah, I don't know. I love Karen, I do. I love her more than I used to. So, but like that's kind of sad though, to think that all these other women are like capable of like fighting and stuff. She's not a damsel in distress exactly, but she's not.
She was kind of victim
in
the first part.
She was, because that's how we found her. Was
and then she got better.
And now she's like a kick-ass reporter. Which, actually, with her character, I'm actually curious what her whole deal will be in Punisher. Like, we know she's helping him in some regard, but I'm still curious to what extent that means.
Yeah.
And I can't get over those set pictures of Frank and Karen. It's kind of adorable. His own puppy face when they're sitting on the little bench. It's just, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know what to expect much for Colleen besides the Daughter of the Dragon and stuff, which I know very limited about. So it's like, it's exciting to know that there's something for her, but I don't know. Because I'm not
That's probably my least. Do you think they're planning an Iron Fist 2?
I think they are, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're putting through season 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of have to, much to most people's annoyance. It's just, they can't let it just be the way it is. They have a new showrunner, so hopefully that fixes whatever they're gonna do. Fixes, the problems, so that they can actually maybe make a decent season for once. So, I don't know.
That's why I'm excited for Doctor Who again.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Doctor Who's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. There's people who are bitching about that, but
Too bad, the immortal Iron Fist can't regenerate.
Man.
Same man, different face.
Erinn, you're the best. Man.
I'm all about crossovers.
I know you are.
Why not?
I love all the crossovers. Man. I don't know that one, but is that everyone really? Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
It was. Any last thoughts before we wrap up?
I can't wait till Punisher.
Yes, of course.
I can't wait for Punisher. Yeah.
Actually, should we reunite for a post-Punisher?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're going to have so much to talk about with that.
I will wear all the Punisher shirts I showed you that I found.
Yeah, I have a Punisher shirt and I have a Punisher mug. I usually have it by me, but I don't because it's probably just got washed. But it's really big. I love that cup so much. But, yeah, it's good. So, overall thoughts, basically.
Still mediocre.
Mediocre. Like you said, it's a 6.5.
Yeah, it's a 6.5.
Yeah.
Barely not even a 7.
Solid 6.5, you're right, yeah.
It's not a 7. It's definitely not a 7. I'm not gonna give it that much. I thought about giving it a 5, and I was like, not maybe a little bit more. It's still pretty.
1.5 is its potential. It was almost there.
It was almost there, but
yeah.
not quite. We know there was a lot of plot holes with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm okay with what we got. It's just, not what we wanted out of it. But I mean, they had to start somewhere, I guess. But we'll get over it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, you want to tell people where to find you guys?
Oh, awesome.
Well, you can find me. Sincerely Day with 3 Ys on Tumblr.com. And
I'm sempaiko on Tumblr.com. Or everywhere.
Yeah. Because it's not Sherlock related, we'll go on the general one.
Okay, that's cool.
Sanity86 at Tumblr.com.
Yeah.
Where everything else happens.
Pretty much. Yeah. This was fun, guys. It really was.
Yes.
Hello, you reached the end of the podcast episode. It's kind of funny. We were talking about the Punisher in this episode that we recorded last month, and then the trailer fucking dropped yesterday, as in 2 days ago when this goes up. So it's kind of funny, and it was awesome, and I honestly can't wait for the Punisher. So if you've not seen that video yet for the trailer, dude, watch it. It's amazing. It also has a Metallica song in it, if that helps sway you in any way. It's really awesome. I'm excited for the Punisher. What else? That's pretty much all I want to, I guess, recommend. I know it's weird, like a almost 3-minute video, I think, is the one thing that I want to recommend this month, but it like clicked with what we were talking about. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. Next month, I actually don't know who's gonna be on yet. We'll see. I'm still setting up stuff, so hey, it'll be a surprise for the both of us. Anyway, hope you all are having a good day, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.